Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. To all my returning subscribers, thank you very much. And if you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment. My name is Nogu Kanyangosi. I'm a first year accounting science student at the University of the Witwatersrand, and I create academic content and uni live vlogs. If you're interested, please do subscribe. So today we're talking all things business studies. Besigheid studies. I love business. If you know me, you know, okay? I just want to get straight into it because it's also currently exam season for me, but I've been getting a lot of requests to do this video, so I thought let me just give myself 10 minutes to do this video, upload it. I'm actually gonna do everything today. It's gonna be shot today, uploaded today, everything, promo of the video today. Okay, right. At this point, I think I'm starting to sound like a broken record because I say this in all of my videos. Exam guidelines. If you're not using your exam guidelines, why are you doing that to yourself? Because the exam guideline is literally telling you exactly what they're going to ask in that exam. Holy grail. How to get a distinction, number one tip is this guideline, okay? So we're gonna go. Okay, so let's take a look at the content of your paper, right? Your paper is going to be out of 150 marks. It's going to have 3 sections. Section A is going to count 30 marks, 10 marks being multiple choice, 10 marks choose a correct word, and 10 marks where you match column A to column B, right? So 15 marks, 15 marks of these 30 marks is going to be business operations, right? And 15 marks of these 30 marks is going to be business environments. Clear? Okay. Section B, you choose 2 questions. They're going to give you 3 questions. There's going to be a question 2, which is going to be business environment topics only. This is your legislation, your business sectors, and your business strategies. I think that's what they're called. Yeah. So section B, you're going to be given 3 questions, each counting 40 marks. And from here, you must choose 2 questions. Question 2 is going to be your business environments topics only, right? This includes your business sectors, your business strategies, as well as your legislation. Question 2, right? Question 3, this is your business operations. Business operations, which consist of human resources function and quality of performance. Just 2 topics. Now, I don't know if you are like me, but I always go with the business operations because you know it's either going to be HR or it's going to be quality. And then you get question 4, which they call the miscellaneous question. It consists of 20 marks business environments content and 20 marks business operations content, right? So I hope you're seeing the trend. For example, if you could just study business operations, you can secure 15 marks from section A, you can secure 40 marks for question 3, and you can secure 20 marks for question 4, basically, right? Which if you add all of that up, and then for question, now you get to question 6, which is your essay, you also choose 1 here. Question 5 is an essay from the business environment topics, and question 6 is an essay from the business operations topics. Now, we've already said business operations only consists of 2 topics. So question 6 will always be an HR essay topic or a quality performance essay topic. Do you see how knowing the structure of your paper allows you to be able to come up with a strategy to approach that paper wisely? Now, it depends what kind of student you are, right? If you've been a student that's been getting 50s the whole year and you just want to get yourself a level 6, then my advice to you would be focus on business operations. Literally just study quality performance and human resources function. Like literally. Based on those 2 topics alone, you will be able to answer question 1, question 3, question 4, and question 6. And that is how many marks? Let's check that out. So from question 1, which consists of 30 marks, you can get 15 marks there. Question 3, you can get all of them because you would have studied these topics thoroughly, right? Question 4, which is 40 marks, 20 marks will be the environments and 20 marks will be the operation. So that's 20. And then question 6, you would get all 40 because it's the essay, which is either going to be HR or quality performance. That's 115 over 150, which is 77%. This is a strategy for a learner who's been getting below 50 to follow, right? The exam is very close and you just want to do well, right? Instead of overwhelming yourself with trying to study all of the topics, I'd say just stick with business operations, which is going to be HR and quality performance, right? Now, if you've been getting a distinction all along for business studies, or you're really close to a distinction and you just want to get over that line, get your 90, get your 100, because it's very possible. If you're 100, you're going to have to study all of the topics because you're gonna have to study all of them. But I got a 92% and for my final business mark, and I didn't study legislation thoroughly. I knew the acts, the different acts, like I knew there's the Employment Equity Act and I knew the purpose of the Employment Equity Act, which is to ensure equality in the workplace, equal pay for equal work value, you understand? So I knew all of the acts and the purposes, but that's it. I didn't delve into the impacts, the positives and negatives, and wada, right? Because I focused on question 1, question 3, which was business operations, question 4, which I made sure to know the business strategies and business sectors and environments thoroughly, right? Then I knew the legislation, but just the acts and the purposes so that I'm able to differentiate between the two. I think there was a 6-mark question that I wasn't able to answer in the exam, but that was it. And this was me having thoroughly studied business operations as well as business environments, but just strategies and sectors and environments as well as legislation, but just the names of the acts as well as their purposes, right? And this landed me a 92%. So as I said, if you want 100%, which is very possible, you're gonna need to study all of the acts, know the impacts, know the difference between BEE and triple BEE, you're gonna need to delve deep into that topic. Okay. Now with the essays, right? So we said question 5 is going to be an essay topic from business environments and question 6 is going to be an essay topic from business operations. Now there's always a pattern that the DBE follows. If you go and check out past papers from 2020, there's a certain pattern that is followed by the Department of Basic Education, right? 2020, remember I said we are focusing on question 1, question 3, question 4, and question 6. Question 6, that means our essay topic is either going to be HR or it's going to be quality performance, right? This was 2020's essay topic. This was 2021's essay topic. Do you see something? This is 2022, 2023, 2024. What do you think 2025 is going to be? But yet again, that's a pattern that I have observed. But either way, don't risk, okay? It's either going to be HR or quality performance. Just study both of them so that you can effectively answer question 3 as well. Okay, now let's get into how you are effectively going to study for business paper 1, right? As you scroll down your examination guideline, you will see under human resources function, it tells you exactly, it divides it into subsections that human resources consist of recruitment, selection, induction, and placement, right? This is what you need to know for human resources, all of these bullet points, right? So let's take a look at a point that they want us to know. Here we can see under selection, they say outline the selection procedure, right? So what you're going to do, you're going to go to your notes, find the selection procedure, and as you can see, there are 2 options. There's option number 1 and there's option number 2. I would pick option number 2 because option number 2 is shorter, right? And what you do with option number 2 is you create an acronym for yourself, right? Looking at the sentences that you have here, 1 is receive documentation, evaluate CVs, check information, conduct preliminary sitting interviews, and assess candidates, right? So the acronym that I had here was RECCA, RECCA. Like I took the beginning letter of each sentence and I made an acronym for myself. And I practice over and over again to associate selection procedure in my head with RECA, right? And with RECA, I know R, receive documentation, evaluate CVs, check information, conduct preliminary interviews, etc., right? We move on, and the examination guideline also wants us to know the purpose of the interview, right? Play along with yourself. Think, what is an interview? So it's an exchange of information between someone who is applying for a job and someone that is representing the company, right? So what's one thing that you can think there? What I'm thinking is, this person is not your friend. So you can't go into the interview and say, hey, Tara, how's it? You know, you need to be professional. You need to conduct yourself in a professional manner. So when they ask you for the purpose of an interview, as outlined there, they want you to discuss the purpose of the interview. I go onto my notes, I check out purpose of an interview, where I see creates an opportunity where information about the business and the applicant can be exchanged. I see helps the employer in choosing and making an informed decision about the most suitable candidates, obtains information about the strengths and weaknesses, and matches information provided by applicants to the job requirements. And from here, the acronym that I made was JOM, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, Aksi Jomi Yako, understand? JOM. So create acronyms for all using your examination guidelines, seeing the points that you need to know in the exam in order to be successful. If you go over all of those points for human resources management, then you'll be able to answer question 3 as well as quality performance. Then you'll be able to answer question 3, you'll be able to answer question 4, the business operations section, and you'll be able to answer any essay question that comes along. In terms of approaching the essay questions, I do have a video up on my YouTube channel. I will attach the link also in the description box. Check it out on how you're going to effectively write your business studies essay for your final exam, and all the very best with your business studies paper 1. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment under the video if you are unsure about anything that I said. Thank you very much.